For those who want to come to the United States, there are two types of visas people should be aware of. There are immigrant visas and non-immigrant visas. Which one do you apply will determine the types of form you are going to fill. Which form you fill, which visa you apply will also determine the types of questions to be asked by the consular officer when you go to the visa interviews. Do you even know the differences between the two? Let me go and give a quickly brief about these two types of visas. Immigrant visa, just like the name suggests itself, is to become immigrant. But we usually take it by granted and say, I'm immigrant. No, you are not. Immigrant, according to the immigration law in the United States, is a person who is a permanent resident of the United States of America. That is immigrant. So immigrant is the person who has immigrant visa, and the immigrant visa is the visa which you come to the United States to stay here on a permanent basis. That means you get permanent resident, or rather we call you a green card holder. And non-immigrant is a type of visa which you are coming here for staying on a specified period of time. If you come to study maybe PhD 5 years, you are expected to go back to your home country after the studies. If you come to visit, even if you have 5 years visa, 2 years visa, whatever it is, you are coming here for the purpose of not becoming a permanent resident of the United States. What does that mean? It means if you go to the visa interview, someone who is applying for non-immigrant visa, first of all, is going to fill the visa form is called 160, Department of State form number 160, DS 160, non-immigrant visa form. You fill that form. You indicate you are coming here for what reason. And when you go to the interview, you have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt to convince the consular officer that I'm going to the United States for this reason only. I'm not planning to stay in the United States. Once I finish the reason I'm going there for the specified period of time I've requested, I'll go back to my home country. That is a non-immigrant. Majority of people have experience of non-immigrant visa, either tourist visa, travel, student, coming for research, being sick, conference, whatever business. All those type of visas are non-immigrant visas. Those are the time you are told maybe bring the bank statement. You are told show us the proof of your assets, or what attachment do you have with your own country. Overall, you have to prove that you will not be tempted, you will not be convinced to continue to stay in extended period of time in the United States. Even if that is what your plan, but you have to show the evidences. And the evidence is not, oh, I'm very much patriotic, I love my country so much. No, it's not about the words, it's about the actual assets and the other reasons and other tangible things you can be able to prove. On the other hand, immigrant visas, if you want to apply for that one, you have to fill the form is called DS 260. 260. So immigrant 260, non-immigrant 160. Immigrant, you are becoming permanent resident. And don't just apply on your own. I want to apply immigrant visa. No, immigrant visa has a special category. For instance, if you are married to a US citizen, if your father or your mother is a US citizen, is going to sponsor you. If your child is a US citizen, becomes 21, turns 21, can sponsor you. Also, green card holder can sponsor a parent, relative, whatever. There is a certain way and a longer time to wait. If you are going to apply for visa, immigrant visa based on you call it spousal visa, that means you are going to meet, you are married by a US citizen overseas and you want to come here to get a green card, or to get the fiancé visa. You are going because you are coming here to intention to become a resident permanently in the United States. So you are coming as immigrant. Or sometimes you have won the DV lottery, diversity visa program, you are coming to become a permanent of the United States. So even the question will never be, are you going to stay in the United States for permanently? Prove to me that you love your country. No, there is no those type of questions. The question is to prove eligibility of that program. If you are the winner of the DV lottery, you have to prove that you are the one who applied and meet education or work experience to be able to be given that one. If you are married to a US citizen, you have to prove that the marriage is legit, is a bona fide, is not just a scam, or is just something you are just want to get status of immigration. If you have work, you have to prove that the employer is the one sponsoring. So there are so many things you have to prove in order to be able to get what is supposed to be. So that is the immigrant visa. There are no questions about, will you go back to your home country? Show me this evidence that you'll be coming back to your home country. That is what we mean by that type of visa. So those are the difference between the two, in case you didn't know. So when you apply for the visa, the reasoning will determine what type of visa you are going to apply. So if reason is to study, that is non-immigrant. You are coming to the United States to meet your fiancé, that is a different type of visa, is immigrant visa. So you have to know the difference between the two. I think I've been able to help you with a little bit of understanding of the difference between these two types of visas, and also determine the nature of the questions basically when you go to the interview.